Hi everyone, my name is Farah Wahida binti Al-Rahman. My ID metric is 10 DPM20F2023.
And my name is Noratasha binti Nur Azmi. My ID metric is 10 DPM 20F 2031. Today we would like to present about the topic current issue is online learning. We will start with Farah Wahida.
Where is our classroom? Where is everyone? Why they always with laptop or mobile phone? Why we should do online, not face to face? It is because of the COVID-19 pandemic since 2019 forced universities around the world to shut down their campus indefinitely and move their educational activities onto online platforms. So, what is online learning actually? Online learning is a way to deliver learning remotely to those who choose not to attend from a physical location. Online learning is delivered via a learning management system as known as LMS that allows instructors to create and add content, assignment, and activities that students can access with an internet connection on a computer or mobile device. Utilize the method to receive a formal education and allow instructors and students to create a learning community for their classes.
Online courses platforms are the backbone of the e-learning economy that used for the learning and teaching. The first one is the Google Classroom. Google Classroom is a free web service developed by Google for schools that aim to simplify creating, distributing, and grading the assignment. Students can be invited to join a class through a private code or automatically import from a school domain. Secondly is Microsoft Teams. Microsoft Teams is a presence chat-based collaboration platform complete with a document sharing, online meeting, and many more extremely useful features for business communication. Having an excellent team space is key to be able to make creative decisions and communicate with one another. Thirdly is Zoom. Zoom is a video collaboration tool that provides a click and connect conferencing solution. You can use it for classroom teaching and learning, group discussion, or even office hour meetings, and can access it for no cost.
What are the advantages of online learning? Firstly, accessibility of time and place. What is the meaning of that? Advantage of online learning is allow students to attend class from any location of their choice. It is also allow schools to reach out to a more intensive network of students instead of being restricted by geographical boundaries. Additionally, online lectures can be recorded, archived, and shared for future reference. This allows students to access the learning material at the time of their comfort. Thus, online learning offers students the accessibilities of time and place in education. Another advantage of online learning is reduced financial costs. Online education is far more affordable as compared to physical learning. This is because of the online learning eliminates the cost point of students' transportation, student meals, and the most importantly, real estate. Additionally, all the course or study material are available online, creating a paperless learning environment which is more affordable while also being beneficial to the environment.
Thank you, Farah. So I would like to start with the strength of online learning. Firstly is high quality dialogue. Within an online discussion structure, the learner may reflect on the comment from others before responding or moving on to the next item. This structure allows students time to articulate response with much more depth and forethought than in a traditional face-to-face discussion situation where the participant must analyze the comment of another on the spot and formulate a response or otherwise lose the chance to contribute to the discussion. Secondly is student center. Within an online discussion, the individual student respond to the course, material, lecture, and book for example, and to comment from other students. Students usually respond to the topic within broader conversation than most clearly speak to the individual concern. This situation results in smaller conversation taking place simultaneously within the group. While the students should read all of their classmate contribution, they actively engage in only those parts of the dialogue most relevant to their own interests. In this way, students control their own learning experience and tailor the class discussion to meet their own specific need. Ideally, students make their own individual contribution to the courses while at the same time taking away a unique mix of relevant information. That was the strength.
We're done with advantage, but how about disadvantage? What are the disadvantages in online learning? Inability to focus on screen. All students can relate this, right? For many students, one of the biggest challenges of online learning is the struggle with focusing on the screen for a long period of time. With the online learning, there is also a greater chance for a student to be easily distracted by the social media or other site. Therefore, it is imperative for the teacher to keep their online classes, scripts, engaging and interactive to help the student to stay focused on the lesson. Other by that, this is always happen with me during online classes, which is another key challenge of online classes is internet connectivity. Many students are not well equipped with a high internet connection that is required for online learning. Due to this, they face problems in going live for virtual learning and other platforms that require internet connection. A slow and high internet connection can play an important role in how quickly you can attend the class and do not miss any live sessions. There is a possibility of a poor connectivity if you find difficulty in downloading some information that relate to the subject, below video, and so on. Plus, without a consistent internet connection for students and teachers, there can be lack of continuity in learning. This is detrimental to the education process.
Now we're gonna move to the winner of the online learning fitness. That should not be taught online. Even with recently regenerate excitement and enthusiasm for online programs, it is important to recognize that some subjects should not be taught online because the electronic medium does not permit the best method. For instance, public speaking, surgery, dental hygiene, and sport, where the physical movement and practice contribute to the achievement of the learning objective. These subjects are probably best taught in a face-to-face traditional learning environment. Hybrid courses may represent a temporary solution to this problem, thus making that portion of the courses more accessible to a greater number of people who would otherwise have difficulty getting to campus. However, solution of the sort still underline the fact that online teaching cannot satisfy all educational needs and goals. Just because it may be technologically possible to simulate a physical learning experience, this does not necessarily mean that it is the best way to teach. Next is the curriculum. The curriculum of any online program must be carefully considered and developed in order to be successful. Many times, institution has to develop distance education programs, the importance of the curriculum, and need for qualified professionals to develop it and overlook.
The values on this topic is firstly, learning comes under pressure. The increase when we study or did word overload, people are going to feel pressure once in a while. And when they are stressed about the word studies, it have shown that they often forget what they have learned and go back to their old way of doing things. As the study shows, it's not enough for learners to just passively observe the learning content. They need to actively engage with it to ensure the information is retained and act on. Activities that get learners to wrestle with learning content such as quizzes, group discussion, role plays, and practice sessions. They all help solidify new information in the brain, making it easier to access and utilize under pressure. Secondly is the future of online learning. Online education enables the teacher and the student to set their own learning pace. And there's a add flexibility of setting a schedule to fit everyone's agenda. As a result, using an online educational platforms allow for a better balance of work and studies, so there is no need to give anything up. Studying online teaches you vital time management skills, which makes finding a good work-study balance easier. Having a common agenda between the student and the teacher can also prompt both parties to accept new responsibility and have more autonomy. So that's all from me. Let's continue other values by No Natasha.
The value we can learn from online learning is an on-camera present. It's not only the way to check attendance. The fact is there are far less intrusive ways to check for attendance and adjustment than to require an on-camera present. When teachers use Zoom, for example, they can print out and attendance reports. Even with the free version, with this report also showing how many minutes a student was in the room. But there are many others good reasons why you should think twice about requiring an on-camera present. Not all camera work and not all students have the ability to troubleshoot camera issue. Not all students want their home viewed by their classmate or teacher. Some students may be doing double duty, learning, babysitting, and they should be afforded this opportunity without either the teacher or student making a judgment. Secondly is show your face. Research has shown that teachers who show their face are more effective than teachers who don't. Here's why. According to Professor Cap, for many students, hearing a disappointed voice over the computer are a not normal or natural way of thinking about being in classes. In a 2018 Forbes article, How to Build Relationship in the Visual World, it's harder to connect on a human level with people when they exist in two dimensions on your computer screen or mobile device. You need to work extra hard to make sure you are interacting in a way that allows you to build good night, meaningful relationships. So, take a few moments up front to wave to the children or student, make a joke, hold up your coffee cup, and add the human element. You are showing that you are settled and ready to teach. You can turn off the camera as class continue because videos still use a lot of bandwidth, but periodically turn it back on. The human connection is the key. That's all from me. Thank you. So, that's all from us. As the conclusion, the COVID-19 pandemic has led to adoption of online education on a large scale around the world for the first time. Even though online learning is a new experience for us, but we still keep going ahead despite of all things. The lesson we learn about online education during this pandemic will be useful during future exigency. So, take care of yourself, wear mask properly, and wash your hands. Last but not least, take care for our world. Bye. Thank you.